we're gonna make something cool today. That was actually open and I didn't realize, and I just poured it all over my shirt. So that's kind of, man. Hey, what up? I'm Miles and welcome back. And I got a fun project that I want to do today that I've had on the back burner list for like ever. A couple videos back, like a couple months back actually, we made the Cat Bodega Miles Morales hoodie and I made kind of a tutorial showing you how to do it. Admittedly, yes, that video, the first half of it was a fail, but the second half we did make sure we got it right. And ever since I made that hoodie, I've had the idea to make another one that I think is incredibly simple to do and incredibly easy to make that I want to try to show you guys how to do. Put your bets in now. Am I going to regret that statement by saying it's easy? Most likely. In this video, we are going to be custom making the human spider sweater from the first Spider-Man movie. This is something that I've always wanted to make, and looking at it, it looks to be a fairly simple paint job. Now, as simple as that might seem, I have a knack for messing things up like this. So we're going to find this out together and figure it out. Again, place your bets. Is this going to be a crash out fail video or a tutorial video where I actually show you how to do something? We don't really know, but let's get into it. So I am gonna flip the camera around back to the front face just so I can see how the hoodie fits on me. Oh, I left the hat on. Oops. Yeah, just fully commit to it. Don't bother taking the hat off, dumbass. Okay, I mean, I don't really know what I was expecting. It's a red hoodie, so it's gonna be simple. But I just wanted to see how the hoodie fit on me, and it fits pretty exactly how I want it. I think I got like an XL or a 2XL, because you know, I'm just massive and I have the gains, like, this is a definitely sleeper build. This you can't see. Man, I ripped the tag off. Why did I do that? Now I can't tell what the front or the back is. Hold on. Okay, so looking at the basic kind of layout and paint job of this sweater, it's incredibly simple. So when I'm looking at the front, what I need to be doing is taping off the negative space of the spider and then the webs that shoot out. And then what we're going to be doing is attacking it with an airbrush, heavy in the center, and then fading it out towards the outside. Once we get to the back, it's the complete opposite, where the fading kind of stops around this stitch line, and all we have to do in the back is paint on the actual spider emblem just in the space. Like there's nothing, there's no negative space, there's no taping, none of that. So for this project, we're gonna kind of need two separate templates, but we can technically reuse the template. I'm kind of gonna attack this the exact same way I did the Cat Bodega emblem, is I'm gonna draw on the Raimi emblem on half a piece of paper, find the center of the hoodie, flip it over, and then draw it onto the hoodie using a black pencil, and then tape it off. Again, for the front of the hoodie, we're gonna have to tape inside the spider to keep it this red color. For the back of the hoodie, we tape everything around the spider. But that's gonna be the basic process of how we get this done. Now, when it comes to tape, I'm actually gonna be using this pinstripe tape that somebody recommended to me for my Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales mask that I failed on a million times. And the reason for that is for these two sizes specifically, for the 1/2 inch and the 1/4 inch tape, I don't wanna have like a super thick 1 inch tape liner on the entire thing, and I also don't wanna have to cut the tape. So using these thinner tapes is going to be a lot more helpful when I'm doing the web lines. But for the actual spider, I'll probably alternate between any of these tapes just to make it work. Without further ado, it's a simple process. I don't have to over-explain it. Let's get into it and actually do it. This is probably going to be more of like a montage style video where I don't have to explain every single step, but I might stop if I run into something. Alright, so rough as it is, we do have the spider on there. I kind of fidgeted with it a little bit, but I am relatively happy with how it is. The spider itself is done. Now we have kind of the trickier part of getting all of the webbing to go on. So the thing that makes this part so tricky is that I need to draw it all on one side and then somehow manage to flip it and get it identical on the other side, because if my webbing is like, you're gonna notice. And honestly, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna find the starting and ending points and make those even, and then just take the tape and then just kind of like do this until I find the line that's best, instead of trying to draw on the entire line. I think if I do it with the tape, I'll have more freedom with it. I don't know, I'll figure out the best method somewhere. Alright, so overall pulling the tape off, I'm like moderately happy with it. I'll say like an 8 out of 10, I'm happy with it. In terms of the fade effect, I am very happy with that and how we were able to get a nice fade of like a nice deep color here and then fade it out from the emblem. I think that was done really nicely. The only things I'm not super happy about is the tape job, of course. Definitely what I'm noticing is a flaw of mine with any project is my tape job. I need to be a little bit more cognizant of what I'm doing when I'm taping. Clearly I missed a lot of things in the middle that I could have easily just solved if I taped over again. So any area where there is the black paint on the red, I don't know exactly how to solve that. However, any areas like this or this where there's a little that was taped over, there's a little bit of red showing, I'm gonna go back in and touch up paint that just to kind of like clean it up. If I can figure out a way to remove some of this stuff, I will. If not, I don't think it's the end of the world for a project like this, because anybody who's following this tutorial can probably just tape a little bit better than I did. Also, there was one huge issue we noticed down here, which was when I was pouring the damn paint, I like shot it this way and it like dripped. I tried to wash it off and I got it decent, but the only way to save it was to like cake this up. So that kind of tanked, which sucks.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of touch-up work to make all of it a little bit cuter and then flip it around to the back and then do the emblem there. And there we have it with just a few easy steps. We can take a super cheap, easy red hoodie, not even a hoodie, it's a sweater. I think I've been calling it a hoodie all video. It's a sweater, because that's definitely the most important part of this video, is knowing the difference between a hoodie and a sweater. But with just a few easy steps with a red sweater and some paint, you can make the homemade human spider sweater. Now, if you've been keeping up with my other socials, like my Instagram or the community tab here, you'll know that I posted a teaser of this like a week ago. So technically, I've been working on this for a week, but in reality, that's not true. I pretty much did all of the paint and all of the tape in one day. The rest of the week was spent trying to get my editing program to work because that was like a situation in itself. But the point that I'm making is this is a super simple and easy project that anybody can do at home with cheap materials in just like an afternoon. And you honestly don't even need to have an airbrush to do it. You can do the exact same steps with the pinstripe tape and just rattle can spray paint. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the Cat Bodega hoodie as well, as it kind of follows the same process. Also, if you vibe with like these building videos that I do where I go through building like crafts or DIY stuff or cosplay pieces or whatever, and you're always wondering where I get like supplies or materials from, I've left an Amazon link down below where I list off like pretty much everything I use for these videos, so feel free to check that out if you need like a cheat code to get the exact stuff that I use. Also, we're getting pretty close to a couple goals on both Instagram and YouTube, and of course every time we hit some goals we give away Spider-Man suits. So the next goal on Instagram is 30k followers on Instagram. I'm going to give out a Spider-Man suit, and then 75k subs here we're going to give out another suit. So those are the goals. Feel free to check those out and see what happens. I don't know how to outro my videos. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Peace and love, do good things, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, Spider-Man!